in Banjul. Out of usage for some time now, the Bahia Skills Center almost died in ruins, but a timely intervention restoring the vital facility has brought immense joy to these residents of Tobacco Road. The mayor of Banjul, Ablai Ba, explained that the project which revived the center is aimed at equipping women and girls with such skills as tie and dye, soap making, batik and other microfinance activities. He hailed government's efforts in considering the development of Banjul as a major priority, particularly emphasizing President Jammeh's unceasing support to development initiatives shaping improvements. The Lord Mayor also urged all Banjulians to work hand in glove for the betterment of the country's capital city. Neku Manjai thanked the pioneers of the initiative, which she perceives as a massive tool for individuals and the community. Njai went on to assure the mayor of the proper upkeep of the skills center. Banjul North Parliamentary Representative Alaji Silla highlighted the presidential directive which inspired the restoration of the center, finally delivered to the residents of Tobacco Road to manage and utilize.
Government cannot do everything. And when we talk of growth, if you look at Vision 2020, it is talking of a private sector-led economy. So this is part of that. It's in line with Vision 2020 because it will create jobs and it will have multiplying effects on the earnings of these women of Tobacco Road. So it is going to enhance their financial gains.
Taking the project seriously is critical for Fatu Conte, a Tobacco Road resident who appealed for the effective utilization of the facility. She believes it will greatly enhance skills, lives and incomes. It's no secret that the country's women play a critical role in socio-economic programs, and as such, equipping them with any useful skill to boost livelihoods may certainly advance national development endeavors. Modu Bajan, Grts.
The Minister of Finance and Economic Affairs has presided over the launching ceremony of the Millennium Development Goals Status Report 2012. The program, as Abdullah Baji reports, brought together stakeholders from different government sectors.
Unanimously adopted the Millennium Declaration, which called for the examination of steps required to achieve a more equitable and rapid path to sustainable development. This gathering, marking the official launching of the National MDG Status Report, is the sixth of its kind since the declaration of the Millennium Development Goals by the UN General Assembly in 2000. The goals, which are referred to as the 8 MDGs, have numerical targets which are to be achieved within a 25-year period from 1990 to 2015. The Gambia, according to officials, has shown and made significant progress towards the attainment of these goals. A significant drive reportedly earned the country plaudits from the United Nations Development Programme. Nonetheless, authorities were quick to concede that more needs to be done if the Gambia is to meet all its targets in 2015.
UNDP, being the scorekeeper of MDGs, has since its adoption in 2000 monitored progress globally, regionally and nationally. And we are proud that the Gambia has, through its commitment to the process, endeavored to regularly monitor its progress in attaining these goals. It has also embarked on an MDG acceleration framework, which we otherwise call the MAF, which identified bottlenecks and proposed solutions to addressing one of the lagging MDGs. And that chosen by the government of the Gambia was MDG 1C, which is to have the proportion of people who suffer from hunger.
The launch of the 6th edition of the MDG Status Report 2012 by the Gambia government, according to the Minister of Finance and Economic Affairs, signifies Gambia government's commitment to the realization of the MDGs.
The Gambia has made significant progress towards the attainment of these goals, in particular on eradicating extreme poverty and hunger in order to improve the living standards of Gambians. The United Nations Development Programme, UNDP, supported the preparation of the MDG Status Report for 2012. And the report findings are that the Gambia, like many other countries, is unlikely to meet all the MDGs by 2015.
Despite the significant gains registered, Minister Toure said all hands must be on deck if the Gambia is to eradicate poverty for the sustenance of the living standard of the people of the country.
As 2015 fast approaches, the onus now lies on us to collectively make concerted efforts with deep sense of patriotism, commitment and dedication for the attainment of the MDGs. Together, we can do it, and inshallah, we will.
With 834 days before the MDGs deadline, this particular document becomes even more important in guiding the decisions relating to the post-2015 agenda. It will also aid policymakers in accelerating progress to achieve these targets. Abdullah Baji, Grts.
Our first break, stay tuned. Welcome back. Reports coming out of Kenya say at least 20 people were killed Saturday morning in Nairobi when gunmen burst into a very popular upscale shopping mall and started opening fire. Police have surrounded the mall, also called the West Gate, in the ongoing standoff where more than 50 people have been injured. Kenyan officials are describing the assault as a possible terrorist attack. We have details in this report.
Is that the Kenyan policemen have gone in, and the gunmen are still there. They're still holding the class that were there hostage, and we're just hearing a lot of gunshots, consistent gunshots.
So there are people being held hostage. So Lillian, if I understood you, you did say there are people being held hostage inside the mall.
Yes, there are people who are being held hostage, but there are a couple of people, about 30 people who have managed to escape, and they've been brought out, escorted by the policemen here.
Have you seen police presence there? Have you seen police surrounding the mall? We can see one video shot. We see some people standing around. What can you tell us about the number of police who are there trying to bring this to an end?
This entire area has been cordoned off. There are trucks of police, there are plainclothes police. There are about probably more than 50 policemen. There are some in plainclothes, and the ones who are in plainclothes are the ones that have managed to go in, and the ones that we suspect right now are having a shootout with the government.
Has anybody that has come out of that mall, we see people that were running out earlier, have any of them described the scene inside to you or described the gunman?
All the people that have come out, they've come under a very heavy security. Okay, and the reason they have, right now people are running, taking cover, and the reason why they're saying they're putting them under heavy security is because they feel that maybe the gunmen may penetrate and pretend that they're coming out. Sorry, people are just taking cover. And so no one is allowed to talk to anyone who's coming out of the mall.
Okay, we understand. Lillian, we also were told that the Red Cross is reporting 3 people have been wounded. Have you heard anything about victims, or have you seen ambulances arriving or taking anyone away?
There are very many ambulances here. They're coming in and they're leaving and coming back, leaving and coming back. And I managed to talk to Red Cross officials, and they've told me the number of people that they've ferried out right now are about standing about 50 to a private hospital nearby, and they're saying that the injuries sustained are some from a fall or some are in a shock, but they've also confirmed that there are some who have bullet wounds.
So the bottom line right now is that
more than 100 people are dead after a massive storm washed over Mexico. Huge inundations covered half of La Pintada village, where 15 people are confirmed dead, with dozens still missing. More than 370 cities across Mexico have been affected by storms. One of the largest, of course, was Acapulco. Shasta Darlington is there.
There was a disaster here, he says. It all happened in maybe 2 minutes. It just boomed. Dozens of people are still missing after a mudslide buried part of the mountain village. the death toll from the onslaught of